What makes a visionary? How does a college dropout become one of the richest and most influential people in the world? This is the story of Bill Gates, a story of innovation, determination, and the relentless pursuit of progress. From the birth of Microsoft to the fight against global challenges, his journey is nothing short of extraordinary. But that's not all throughout this story. We'll share powerful vocabulary words which used in the story meaning will be in comments to help you expand your understanding while listening and express yourself with confidence. Let's begin. A visionary who changed the world. Early life and childhood. William Henry Gates III, known as Bill Gates, was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. He grew up in a well-educated and competitive family. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a prominent lawyer, and his mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, was involved in philanthropy and served on various corporate boards, including that of United Way and First Interstate Bank. From an early age, Gates exhibited an exceptional intellect and a deep curiosity about the world. His parents encouraged him to be ambitious and competitive, often challenging him with intellectual games. He attended Lakeside School, a private institution that provided him with opportunities beyond those available in most schools. It was at Lakeside that Gates first encountered a computer. The school's Mothers Club had raised funds to purchase a teletype terminal connected to a remote General Electric computer. This moment changed his life forever. Gates quickly became fascinated with programming, spending hours writing and debugging code. Along with a few friends, including Paul Allen, he experimented with computer programming, even hacking into the school's computer system to extend his allotted computer time. Instead of punishing them, the school recognized their potential and offered them access to more computing resources in exchange for helping to improve system security. Harvard and the birth of Microsoft. In 1973, Gates enrolled at Harvard University, intending to pursue a career in law, following in his father's footsteps. However, his passion for computing remained strong. At Harvard, he met Steve Ballmer, who would later become the CEO of Microsoft. In December 1974, Gates' life took another dramatic turn when he saw a cover story in Popular Electronics about the Altair 8800, a microcomputer developed by MIT's Micro Instrumentation and Telemetry Systems. Recognizing the future potential of personal computing, Gates and his childhood friend Paul Allen saw an opportunity to develop software for these emerging machines. The two contacted MIT's and convinced the company that they had developed a version of the basic programming language for the Altair. In reality, they had not yet written the software, but they worked tirelessly to create it in just a few weeks. When they presented it to MIT's, it worked perfectly. This success led Gates and Allen to establish their own software company. In 1975, Gates dropped out of Harvard to fully dedicate himself to this venture. He and Allen officially founded Microsoft, combining the words microcomputer and software. Rise of Microsoft. In its early years, Microsoft focused on developing programming languages. One of its first major successes was licensing its BASIC interpreter to other computer manufacturers. But the real breakthrough came in 1980, when IBM approached Microsoft to develop an operating system for its upcoming personal computer, PC. At that time, Microsoft did not have an operating system, but Gates made a strategic move by purchasing QDOS, Quick and Dirty Operating System, from a small company for $50,000. Microsoft then modified it and renamed it MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System. Instead of selling MS-DOS outright to IBM, Gates negotiated a licensing deal that allowed Microsoft to retain the rights to the software and sell it to other manufacturers. This decision was one of the most important business moves in history, as it allowed Microsoft to dominate the operating system market when IBM-compatible PCs became the industry standard. As personal computers grew in popularity, Microsoft developed Windows, a graphical user interface (GUI), built on top of MS-DOS. Windows 1.0 was released in 1985, but it was Windows 3.0, 1990, and Windows 95, 1995, that cemented Microsoft's position as the leader in personal computing. Windows 95 introduced key features like the Start menu, taskbar, and plug-and-play capabilities, making computers easier to use for the average consumer. Microsoft's dominance and challenges. Throughout the 1990s, Microsoft became a technology empire. The company expanded into software applications, Microsoft Office, gaming, Xbox, and Internet services, Internet Explorer. By 2000, Microsoft was one of the world's most valuable companies, and Bill Gates was the richest person in the world. However, Microsoft faced legal and competitive challenges. In 1998, the U.S. government filed an antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft, accusing it of monopolistic practices by bundling Internet Explorer with Windows to crush competitors like Netscape Navigator. The lawsuit led to intense scrutiny, and in 2001, Microsoft agreed to a settlement that imposed restrictions on its business practices. Bill Gates steps away from Microsoft. In 2000, Bill Gates stepped down as Microsoft CEO, handing over the position to Steve Ballmer. However, he remained actively involved as chairman and chief software architect. By 2008, Gates decided to transition away from Microsoft to focus on philanthropy. He remained as a technology advisor but spent most of his time working with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which he co-founded with his then-wife Melinda in 2000. Philanthropy and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation became one of the largest and most impactful philanthropic organizations in the world. Its primary goals included global health, fighting diseases like malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS. Education, improving education systems in the U.S. and globally. Poverty reduction, helping people in developing countries through agricultural and financial initiatives. One of the foundation's biggest contributions was its role in eradicating polio. Through partnerships with organizations like the World Health Organization, WHO, and Rotary International, the foundation helped fund vaccination programs that brought the world closer to eliminating the disease. Gates also launched the Giving Pledge in 2010 with Warren Buffett, encouraging billionaires to donate the majority of their wealth to charitable causes. Personal life and legacy. Bill Gates married Melinda French in 1994, and they had 3 children. In 2021, they announced their divorce but continued to work together on their foundation. Beyond philanthropy, Gates has remained an influential figure in technology, often speaking about topics like climate change, AI, and the future of computing. He has also authored several books, including The Road Ahead, 1995, and How to Avoid a Climate Disaster, 2021. His legacy is one of innovation, strategy, and impact. From revolutionizing personal computing to fighting global health challenges, Gates has shaped the modern world in profound ways. Conclusion. Bill Gates' journey from a curious child to a tech mogul and global philanthropist is a story of vision, determination, and resilience. His impact on technology, business, and humanitarian efforts will be felt for generations to come. Whether through Microsoft or his foundation, Gates has consistently pushed boundaries, proving that a single individual's vision can change the world. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe to Fluent Storytelling. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories to improve your English and knowledge. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.